Tuesday, July 9th, 2013.
From Chris Daniel on KMJ.
The FM KMJ, Chris Daniel here. And time to talk a little bit. We're learning a lot today about the Asiana 214 flight that crash landed at San Francisco. That when you're on a commercial airplane, especially one of the larger, 737 or larger, the pilot isn't landing the plane. A computer is. Now, this case is extreme. These four pilots, two crews, because it was a long flight, made some unbelievably heinous errors, and so did the airline in how they assigned the positions they did. Literally, tens of millions of flights have been landed by a computer over the past 10, 15 years. Almost all of the flights landed over the past 15 years. Only about 15 seconds here, Philip. So who would you rather have landing the airplane? Airline pilots, they get to that point, and then they're told by the airline, the computer can land the plane better than you, so let the computer land the plane. Now, yes, a 777 pilot does have to know how to operate a 777 by himself in his training, but he never actually gets to do it, and those skills, like any skills, rust. I'll give you an example. When I learned to fly in 97, 98, I was at the very end of it. Just as I was learning to fly, GPSs were coming in for regular people. They had GPS on the larger aircraft, but for people who fly Cessnas and Pipers and Bonanzas, and Bonanza's Piper, but the pilot I had a lot of flying experience, obviously. He was working for an international airline. But he was still new to the plane. He only had 43 hours at the controls of the airplane. And for some reason, this is going to, I have to tell this fast, but I have no idea, but for the pilots out there, he was flying without the aid of the glide slope. He was manually flying the plane with the autopilot shut off because he was being observed by this other guy. He was in some sort of training mode. They were using this flight as part of training, which is scary enough. You know, really? With 240 some odd souls on board? Really? So, I guess what I'm asking, at 490-5858, are you surprised to learn that pilots don't normally land the plane? But it's when you get to those margins. I was talking about the margins. It's that when you're at your slowest speed, you're your heaviest on approach.
On an aircraft, I want whoever's there. I don't care if it's the stewardess.
Right.
If you see something, say something. If
yeah.
it's wrong, bro, you're going too slow. Step on the gas.
Some